Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Katie and I have a Vinyasa flow practice today. Specifically, we'll be working with twisting. I have some core work and a little bit back bending as well. So go ahead and grab one block for this class. If you don't have a block, that's okay. You can still do the practice. We'll just make it a little bit easier if you have a block. We're going to start seated today, so go ahead and just get comfortable. You can allow your hands to rest on your thighs, starting to close the eyes or just softening your gaze. Start to lift your shoulders up to your ears on your inhale, and as you exhale, relax them down your back. Taking this time to check in, so noticing how you're feeling today, physically in your body, mentally, and emotionally. Noticing your natural breathing pattern. Without trying to control it or change it. Just checking in. Are you breathing fast? Are you breathing slow? And we'll start to find our belly breathing here. On your next inhale, fill up your low belly. And as you exhale and release, draw your navel back to your spine. Again, inhale, fill the low belly. Exhale, draw the navel back to your spine. Just allowing the breath to be natural and organic. And maybe taking this time to set an intention for your practice. So asking yourself, what brought you to your mat today? This could be a word, phrase, or a positive affirmation. Whatever your intention is, we'll set that by taking a deep breath, inhaling through your nose. Open mouth, exhale. As you slowly start to flutter the eyes open. As you inhale, let's scoop up through the arms. And then exhale, hands touch, hands to heart center. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. Again, inhale, scoop up. Let's go ahead and release the right hand down to the floor. Left arm reaches up and over the ear. root through the sit bones and then maybe gaze up at that left elbow. If that bothers your neck, you can just gaze forward, feeling a side body stretch through the left side. Inhale to reach back up, then exhale, release, left hand down, right arm reaches up and over. Same thing, root through the sit bones, maybe gaze at your right elbow. Inhale, reach up 2 more times each. Right hand down, left arm reaches. Inhale, reach, exhale, release. Inhale, reach, right hand down, left arm reaches. Last time, reach up, exhale, left hand down. Inhale, reach, and exhale, hands to heart. Let's go ahead and meet in a tabletop position. So starting to bring wrists underneath shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread through the fingers, and we'll move through some cat-cows. So dropping your belly as you lift your gaze. Inhale. Exhale, round the back, chin tucks to chest. Again, inhale, drop the belly, lift your gaze. Exhale, cat pose, round the back. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round. And then either stick with that or start to find some hip circles here. Maybe starting to notice the hands. You can do some wrist stretches here. So sometimes I like to just move back and forth. If you really want to get into this to the wrist, you can start to bring one hand back. And then fingertips come back to the other side. Being mindful of the wrist, so not forcing anything, no sharp sensations. You can come back. If you want to switch, you can maybe just flip the palms up. Again, just being mindful of the wrists here. Taking this time just to do whatever you want. So you can just do those cat-cows, hip circles. We'll just be here for a few more breaths. And starting to make your way back to your tabletop. Find a neutral spine here, drawing your low belly back towards your spine. And then we'll start to lift the knees an inch off the floor. Keep your gaze a couple inches about the top of the mat. And then exhale, release the knees down. We'll do that 2 more times, just activating the core. Lift the knees. And release. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the knees. Keep the back neutral. Draw the low belly back to the spine. And exhale, release. We'll come into a child's pose. You can take the knees wide. Big toes to touch. Release the hips back to your heels, chest to thighs, forehead to the floor. Extend the arms long. So you control how deep you want to get into it. If you want to take the knees further apart, feel free to. Really extending the arms long. See if you can lift the elbows off of the mat, so activating the shoulders. Take 3 deep breaths here. And then start to make your way back up. Come back to your tabletop. Walk the hands forward, a handprint, spread the fingers, curl the toes under, grip your mat, and lift the knees off. Downward facing dog, press your chest to your thighs. Root through your index finger and thumb. And a good way to know the distance for your down dog is if you shift forward to plank, lining up wrists with shoulders. That'll be the distance you want your down dog. So you can do that. We'll actually do that a couple times. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Press away from the mat. Press your heels to the back wall. Reach the crown of your head forward. And then exhale, take it back, down dog. Again, inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, down dog. Last one, inhale, shift forward. Breathe here. And then we'll drop the knees. So we're in a modified plank. We're not in a tabletop. You see that the hands are a little bit more forward. Still lining up wrists with shoulders. We're going to do about 5 modified chaturangas here. So you can do this full chaturanga if you want. I personally just like to do the modified version. It's easier. So we're going to lower down halfway. Elbows start to magnetize towards each other. And then inhale, lift up. So you're not doing a push-up here. You're keeping the elbows back. And then inhale, lift. Down for 3. And lift. 2 more. Last one, come all the way down. Keep the hands right where they are, right at your side ribs. And again, elbows towards each other. We'll lift up for cobra. Inhale, lift the chest. Gaze at the top of your mat. And then exhale to release. And go ahead and just take the arms out to cactus arms. So bending the elbows. Root through the feet. Inhale, again, lift the chest. Gazing at the floor. Exhale to release. Again, inhale, lift just the chest. And this time, let's draw the elbows towards each other. And release. About 4 more times, elbows towards each other. 3, 2, 1. And release everything down. Take a couple breaths here, turning your cheek one direction. And release the hands back to the floor, curl the toes under. So if you can make your way to plank, curling the toes. Lift all the way up, plank, and then down dog. Maybe you start to pedal out the feet here. Bending one knee, pressing the other heel down. Opening up through your calf muscles. We'll start to find a static down dog. Bend the knees, gaze at the top, and either jump or step to the top of your mat. So go ahead and just meet into a ragdoll pose at the top of your mat. So I'm just going to face you guys so you can see me. So you got our feet a little bit wider than hips distance. Bending generously through the knees, grabbing opposing elbows. You're interlace the hands behind your head. Finding some swaying movements. Shake out the head. And then we'll bring your hands to your hips. Slowly rise, leading with your chest, coming all the way up to Tadasana. So you can take a moment just to shift back and forth, maybe lift the toes, lift the heels, And then root through all four corners. Arms can come to your side. Take this time just to check back in. Maybe come back to your intention that you set, whatever that is for you. And then as you inhale, scoop up through the arms. Exhale, right arm forward, left arm back, twist. Keep the hips forward here. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to shins or as far as you need to go to find a flat back. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, root through the feet to reach up. Maybe you find a slight back bend here, gazing up at the thumbs. And then exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, reach up. Maybe slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, scoop up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand. Lengthen on your inhale and then side stretch over to the left. Keep the feet grounded evenly. Maybe again, gaze at your right elbow. Release the left hand down. Inhale, reach up, switch your grip, lengthen, and side stretch. Root through the feet evenly, gaze at the left elbow or gaze forward. Release the right hand down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant the hands. We're going to step back with our right foot. Find a low lunge. Drop the back knee to the floor. Stacking that front knee in line with your ankle. Hands can either come to hips or rest on your front thigh. Maybe you start to scoop the arms up to the sky here. So noticing how the right hip flexors are feeling today, starting to feel an opening through them. Lifting up through the pit of your belly. Reaching up through the fingertips if they're up. Feeling the energy coming out through them. Relax the shoulders. Still breathing here. We'll release the hands down. Bringing that right hand to the floor, or you can take it to your block. Curl the toes under or keep the knee on the floor as you bring that left arm, reach it up to the sky. Maybe lift the back knee. Twisting from the navel, take a look at your front knee. Is it still stacked in line with the ankle? And release both hands down. Frame the foot. Take that left foot, reach it to the back. Three-legged down dog. And then start to draw your knee to your chest as you shift forward to plank. Exhale, take it back. 2 more times. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, take it back. Inhale, shift forward, hold here, and then release the foot between your hands. You can always help use your hands here if that's hard. We'll pivot the back foot, lining up front heel to back inner arch, and then opening up to warrior 2. Stacking your front knee in line with your ankle. Arms are reaching For either side, gaze over your front middle finger. Find your breath. Relax the shoulders. Windmill the hands down. As you pivot your back foot, take it back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward, plank. Exhale, lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, cobra or upward facing. Upward facing, you straighten the arms, thighs come off the floor. Relax the shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, take it back, down dog. Couple breaths here. And the knees, gaze at the top, jump or step to the top of your mat. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale and fold. Inhale, chair pose, bend the knees, scoop up through the arms. Make sure the feet and knees are in line with each other. Maybe sinking a little bit lower. And then straighten the legs, maybe slight back bend if that feels good for you. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Grab your right wrist, lengthen, inhale, exhale, side bend. Release the left hand down. Inhale, reach up. Switch your grip, lengthen, inside bend. Right hand releases. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, left foot back, low lunge. Drop the back knee. Line up front knee with ankle, hands to hips, to your top thigh, or reach up through the arms. Root through your foundation. Lift up through the pit of your belly. Relax the shoulders. Release the hands down, bringing that left hand to the floor. Find your variation of your twist. If you curl the back toes under, do that here. If you used your block, feel free to grab that. Right arm reaches up. Take a look at your front knee. Is it still stacked in line with the ankle? Release the hand down. Step that right foot to meet. Three-legged down dog. Reach it up to the sky. Shift forward to plank. Draw your knee to your chest. And take it back. Two more times. Shift forward, knee to chest. And take it back. Again, shift forward, plank. Step the foot between your hands. Pivot your back foot. Line up, front heel to back inner arch. Open up, warrior two. Gaze over your front middle finger. Line up your knee with your second toe. Smooth the breath out. Breathe here. Windmill the hands down, pivot your back foot. Take it back, down dog. Move through your vinyasa. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. You can always skip your vinyasa, do it on your knees. Maybe just hang out and plank. If you need a break, feel free to take child's pose as well. Bend the knees, gaze at the top, jump or step to the top of your mat, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees, chair pose, scoop up through the arms. Straighten the legs, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Find the breath. Inhale, reach up through the arms, and exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, right foot. This time we'll set up for runner's lunge. So front knees still stacked in line with the ankle, back heels lifted. Use your core, engage through the legs as you come all the way up to your high lunge. And then maybe the arms start to reach. Lift up through the pit of the belly. Reach out through the fingertips. Let's go ahead, release the hands to the floor. We'll find a standing split. So lifting the back leg, square the hips to the front of the mat. If you have your block, you can always build up the floor here. Doesn't matter how high that back leg goes, as long as you keep squaring the hips, so you're not opening up through that back leg. Maybe you want to play around with balance. See if you can take one hand onto the ankle, maybe both hands. And then bring the hands back to the floor. Release the back foot. Right foot reaches back, three-legged down dog. And then again, draw your knee to your chest. Exhale, take it back. 2 more times, shift forward. Exhale, back. Again, shift forward. Drop the foot between your hands, come back, warrior 2, been here before. Stack the front knee in line with your ankle. Straighten through the front leg. Maybe you draw the back foot in slightly. I like to do that for more stability. Reach forward and bring your other hand to your hip, and then bring the hand down to your shin, or you can bring your hand to your block. So if you're taking your hand to your block, bring it to the pinky side so that the chest stays open towards the sky. So starting to turn your chest open. Maybe the top arm starts to reach up to the sky. You can gaze at the top hand, gaze forward at the floor, whatever feels best for you. And then inhale, use your arms to come all the way back up and back into the front knee, warrior 2. Windmill the hands down, pivot your back foot, take it back, three-legged down dog. Maybe you keep that leg lifted for an extra challenge in your chaturanga. Shift forward plank, exhale, lower, inhale, back bend. Exhale, down dog. Bend the knees, gaze at the top, jumper step. Halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, soften. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands to heart. So we gotta go into the other side. Come back to Tadasana. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, soften. Left foot back. Set up for your runner's lunge. Back heel lifted. Front knee stacked in line with the ankle. Take your time. Use your core, squeeze thighs together as you lift all the way up. Hands reach up, high lunge. Engage the back leg. And then standing split, release the hands down. Again, you can use your block here. Maybe you lift the back leg. Square the hips. Maybe you lift one hand off. Maybe you lift the other hand. And bring the hands back to the floor. Release the back foot down. Right leg lifts. Three-legged down dog. Draw your knee to your chest. Shift forward, plank. Exhale, take it back. 2 more times, shift forward. So these are optional. Take it back. Getting that core work in. 1 more time, shift forward. Everyone does this. Release the foot down. Pivot the back foot. Open up. Warrior 2. Been here before. Again. Straighten the front leg. Maybe draw the back foot in. Reach forward. Release your hand down to your shin or to your block. Other hand to your hip as you open the chest to the sky. And then maybe taking that arm up towards the sky. Wherever you want to gaze, making sure the neck feels good here. Come back to your intention you set. Inhale, use your arms, come all the way back up, warrior 2. And wheel the hands, pivot the back foot, take it back. Maybe you keep that back leg lifted as you move through your vinyasa. You can stay in down dog. Take child's pose if you need it. Exhale, take it back. Down dog. Let's actually have everyone just take a quick child's pose here. Big toes to touch, knees as wide as you want. Maybe you want to bring them closer together this time. Maybe you want to take a drink of water. We'll start to make our way back, downward facing dog. Bend the knees. Jump or step. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, chair pose. Reach up through the arms. We'll take left arm back, twist. Keep the knees in line with each other still. Inhale, reach, right arm back. Inhale, reach. Straighten the legs, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Right foot back. Same thing, find that high lunge. Take your time getting up there. Reach up. We'll bring hands to heart. And we'll shift forward on your inhale. As you exhale, start to twist to your left, stacking your elbow in line with your upper thigh. So we'll give you a better visual of that. You want to make sure that you're not just stacking the elbows, but relaxing through the shoulder here, so that tenses up the shoulder, the neck area. So you want to keep everything open. Still breathe. Still breathing here. Unwind, release the hands back to the floor. Step that left foot back, three-legged down dog. Inhale, shift forward. Start to bring your left knee to your right tricep. And take it back. Left knee to left tricep. Take it back. Left knee to chest. Step it through your hands. Come up, warrior two. Take a moment just to catch back up with the breath. Straighten the leg. Reach forward. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. And then bringing that right hand to your right hip, we'll bring your hand to your block, setting up for half moon. So to come into this, you'll line up your block with your pinky toe, just kind of slightly bring that back foot in. And you may notice that I start to bring my block further away, so I'm not right here. That'll be a little bit more challenging. Start to bring the block further away, line it up with the pinky toe. As you shift forward, really take your time. Lift that back leg, flex through the back foot. Maybe you start to reach that arm up towards the sky. It's okay if you're wobbly, if you fall, if you don't get into it. Chest still opens to the sky. And then slowly come back. Drop the back knee. We'll bring all 10 toes, excuse me, to face towards me, I think. I don't know. Make sure the feet are in line with each other, hands to hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands come to the floor. If they don't reach, bring your hands to your block. Shake out the head, release any tension in the neck. If you want to get deeper into the hips, maybe start to bend one knee, straightening the other, going back and forth here. And then let's go ahead and take the hands behind you on your low back, interlace them. Reach your hands up towards the sky. Get a nice shoulder release here. If that doesn't feel good, then just release it. Release the hands back to your hips and slowly rise, leading with your chest. Coming all the way up and heel toe the feet back together. Come back to Tadasana. And we'll bend the knees, come back to chair pose. Hands come to heart this time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, let's twist to the left. Maybe your elbow comes to the thigh, maybe it's lifted. Again, check in line with the knees. Make sure they're still in line with each other. Inhale back, chair pose. Hands back to heart. Twist to the right. Inhale, chair. Straighten the legs, slight back bend. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, plant the hands. Step back with your left foot. Set up for your high lunge. Back heels lifted. Take your time coming all the way up. Reach up. Hands come to heart. Inhale. Exhale, twist. Twisting towards your right. So again, still stacking knee in line with the ankle. Check how your shoulder, your neck feels. Twisting from the navel. Slowly unwind, release the hands to the floor. Right leg lifts, three-legged down dog. Draw your knee to your chest, shift forward, plank. Right knee to opposite tricep and take it back. Right knee to right tricep. Take it back. Knee to chest. Drop the foot. Open up. Warrior two. Make sure your block is close by. Warrior two. Straighten the front leg. Maybe draw the back foot in. Reach forward. Release the hand down to your shin or to your block. Open up, triangle pose, Trikonasana. And then bring that back hand to your back hip. Bend into the front knee. Stack your block with your pinky toe. Shift forward. Slowly start to come into your half moon. Lift the back leg. Flex through the foot. Engage the back leg. It's okay if you fall out. I did. So you may notice one side is different than the other. Maybe this top arm reaches up to the sky. Release the hand back to your hips. Start to make your way back. Again, making sure the feet are back in line with each other. Slightly pigeon toe the feet. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Hands to the floor to your block. We'll take our hands again behind our low back. Switch the cross of your interlace and reach the hands up to the sky. Shake up the head. Hands can come back to the hips. Release the hands to the floor. And then start to make your way back to the front. So just shifting your way. So you come into your runner's lunge. Take your way back, downward facing dog. Last chance for a vinyasa, or just make your way onto your stomachs. So inhale, shift forward, plank. I'm just going to drop the knees and lower all the way down. So take a moment here. We're going to find those cactus arms again. And we're going to lift everything off the mat. So chest and thighs for locust pose, Salabhasana. Gazing just a couple inches. So at the top of your mat here, gazing at the floor. Inhale, lift up everything off the mat, chest and thighs. And then let's go ahead and reach the arms forward. Reach elbows back, cactus arms. Inhale and reach forward. Exhale, take it back. Last time here, reach forward. Exhale, back. And release everything down. Maybe just turning your cheek one direction. Few breaths here. We'll come back up, just coming into have a seat. So we'll just find Dandasana, extending the legs, shift back and forth. So you can find the sit bones, sit evenly on them, and then engage the legs, flex through the feet. Hands can come at your side as you straighten the spine, relax the shoulders. And we'll go ahead and bend that left knee, cross it over the right, and stay right here. You start to shift back, and then take that other leg back behind you. Wherever you are, just make sure that this top foot is planted to the floor. So if this doesn't feel good, just come back, extend the leg. We'll take our left hand behind us. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Maybe the arm reaches up with you. And exhale, hug your knee to your chest as you twist to the left. You can also bring that elbow into the thigh to go a little deeper if you want. Wherever you are, with each inhale, lengthen. With every exhale, maybe twisting a little bit deeper through the pit of your belly. So the head doesn't even need to turn for the last part. And then slowly unwind. Release the legs. Maybe just shake them out. Go ahead and bend this right leg, cross it over. Stay here or shift back and take the other leg back behind you. Right hand can come behind you. Inhale, lengthen, reach up through the arm. Hug your knee to your chest as you twist towards your right. Couple breaths here. Lengthen on your inhale. Twisting deeper on your exhale. And slowly unwinding. Release the legs. We'll just come into boat pose, Navasana. So we can start to bend the knees. Tilting back onto the sacrum. Maybe you start to lift one leg and lift the other. Making sure the spine is long, chest is open. Maybe you take the arms out. Find your variation of this if you want to straighten the legs. Maybe just play around with one leg lifted if this is really challenging for you. And making sure that the low back feels good here. No sharp crunching in the low back. And then we'll release. We'll do that one more time. We're going to go from high to low boat. So about 3 times. And then make our way onto the floor. So come back to your variation. And then we'll see if you can lower down. So straightening the legs. Low boat. Inhale, high boat. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, lift. Last one. Lower all the way down. Maybe reach the arms up and over your head. Get a nice stretch. Reach out through the fingers. Reach out through the toes. And bend the knees. So we'll go ahead and just make sure the feet are about hip distance apart. Actually, let's go ahead and take your block. We'll take our block between the inner thighs. And you want to just brush the heels. So your heels aren't like super close, but you can just brush them. Planting the hands down, squeeze the block. Inhale, start to peel your back off the floor, find a bridge pose. Lift up through the pit of your belly, release your chin away from your chest. And exhale to lower down. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift back up, bridge pose. Squeeze the block. Chin releases away from your chest. Exhale, lower back down. You can do that one more time, or you can take the block out. Or you can do wheel pose if that's part of your practice. So if you're doing wheel pose, so you can set up the same way, pressing down through the feet, lift up through the hips, and then take the hands behind you, press through the hands out, and lift up I had my hand on my hair, so make sure you don't do that. Still imagine squeezing the block between the inner thighs. Straighten the arms. To come out, you'll go ahead and tuck your chin slowly lower. And then release again, one vertebrae at a time. Go ahead and take the feet wide, the width of your mat, and bring the knees together. We'll go ahead and just allow the knees to fall to the right. As you inhale, knees back up. As you exhale, knees fall to the left. And find this best to do with your feet wider, about the width of the mat. So just moving back and forth on your own. Noticing how the hips feel. And then we'll start to make our way back. Hug the knees to your chest. Finding any last pose before Shavasana. So maybe you want to just hang out here. Maybe you want to bring the soles of the feet together. Reach for the feet. Or finding happy baby. Reaching for the outer edges of your feet. Or you can reach for the ankles. Wherever you are, just keeping the low back to the floor. Maybe find a little bit of movement. And then releasing, setting up for Shavasana. And allow the legs and feet to roll outwards. Take the arms away from the body. Soften the eyes. Relax the facial muscles. Allow this time for you to let go of anything that you're still holding on to. Absorbing everything you just did as you start to find stillness. Slowly starting to come back, starting to wiggle the fingers and toes, bending the knees, planting your feet flat on the floor, and just rolling over to one side. Take a couple breaths here. Pressing the top hand into the floor, head can stay heavy. Make your way back to your comfortable seated position. Eyes can stay closed here. Hands can come together at your heart center. Checking back in with your breath. Remembering your intention for your practice. And remembering that you can bring stillness into your life at any time. It's always inside of you. So thank you so much for joining me in today's class. The love and light in me honors the love and light in you. Namaste.